guys, welcome to Happy High Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out who will you date next, what your partner will be like, what your relationship will be like. Alright? If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can contact me on happyhightarot@gmail.com. For group number 1, we have the purple card. For group number 2, the peachy card. And for group number 3, the grey card. Pause the video, meditate on the piles, make your selection. And let's get right into it. Hello group number 1. So for those of you who chose the purple card, let's see whom are you going to date next, what your relationship will be like. So first we will see when and where and how might you meet this person. So for that we have the Page of Cups. Now what this tells me first of all is that you might be meeting this person during the summertime, whenever that is for you, wherever you are in the world, depending on that of course. I'm also getting the vibes of this being like an evening function, like a charity ball or something like that, where you have to dress up and you are portraying this full-on diva energy. So some social gathering that'll take place in the evening during the summertime is when you might meet this person. Alright, now let's see what will be their first impression of you. And for that we have the 8 of Swords over here. So when this person meets you for the first time, they will find you to be someone who is very fixed, very rigid in their thoughts. Also, for a long time they might feel like you're not even taking notice of them, especially if this does turn out to be some social gathering like we discussed earlier, and there might be a lot of people around. So your next boyfriend or girlfriend might feel like you're not even looking at them, like you're not really paying attention to them. And of course after that, when they start talking to you, so the first impression will be along the lines of you being a very headstrong individual basically. They might also feel like you don't really consider other people's opinions on things. You have a very fixed vision and a very fixed opinion on things, and you don't, like, it's very difficult to sway you basically. Now let's see what will be your first impression of them. And for that we have the Chariot. So this person might be a Cancer. Regardless, your first impression of them will be that there's somebody who is an achiever out and out. Someone who is just like you, very headstrong, but not as fixed, not as rigid in their thought process as you are. Now, of course, this doesn't have to be true necessarily. This is just what they will perceive. So this may or may not be true. You know yourself better, of course. You will see them as somebody who has achieved a lot when you meet them. And like I mentioned, they're a go-getter. I'm also getting the vibes that you will think that they are kind of like a party animal. They like to socialize a lot. No doubt that that's the kind of setting where you will bump into them for the very first time. They might be somebody who likes to travel a lot, and you will notice this about them, that they have that traveler spirit inside them, that gypsy soul inside them, where they just cannot stay in one place for a very long time. They might also be someone who fidgets a lot, and you will notice this about them, like they cannot sit still at one place for a very long time. You will find it very amusing that how is an adult not able to quietly place themselves on a chair even for, say, 15-20 minutes straight. Alright, now let's see what is it about you that they will love the most. And for that we have the 6 of Wands. So, they love your energy. They love how enthusiastic you are. They love how full of optimism you are. They love how you just wing it. Whatever it is, whatever life throws at you, you wing it. And they love that about you. I mean, they will be. They will also love the fact that you're so highly placed, like at this pedestal where you're not easily accessible by everyone. And what I mean by that is that you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of friends, but whatever friends you have, your inner circle, you're all very tight with each other, very thick bonds over there, and they love that about you. The fact that you have this give it to me energy, like no matter how big or small the curveball might be that comes your way, you're just ready to face it. And you always do come out victorious at the end of it. That is also something that they notice about you, and they love it. They love how, no matter how big or small the challenge is, you never back down and you always come out victorious. And that is something that they will love about you the most, and they will admire a lot about you as well. All right, now let's see what is it about them that you will love the most. And for that, we have the Tower. This is interesting. So what this tells me is that you will love how this person is very progressive in their thoughts, in their opinions, in the way they behave with people, in the way they respect everyone. They don't have any prejudice. They don't have any biased opinions. So this is someone who's very progressive. This is someone who breaks things or rules that have become very redundant, that don't really make sense in today's world. And you like that about them. This is somebody who basically keeps up with the times. And you love that about them. You will be. I keep forgetting that you probably haven't met them yet. So this is also somebody, one aspect of them that you will love the most is that they don't have a lot of tolerance for things which they know aren't doing them any good. This is something that you might struggle with, and you might just take inspiration from them and try to bring about this change in yourself, because they don't stay in any situation which is not serving them. And like I mentioned, you tend to do that sometimes. But looking at them, learning from them, you might try to bring about a change in this aspect for yourself as well. Now let's see how your overall relationship with this person will be. And for that, we have the 9 of Wands. So what this tells me is that, first of all, this will be a very strong connection. You both will be there with each other through thick and thin. You both will never back down from anything, even when the situations get tough. It's not like they will run away or you will run away. No, together you both will face whatever challenges life throws at you. And I know I am throwing around the word challenge a lot, so you might think that this is going to be a difficult relationship, but that's not true. What I mean is that in their bad moments, in moments where they are feeling low, in moments where you're feeling low, nobody will leave the other person. They will stick with you, you will stick with them. Because this over here is the soldier spirit, that no matter what, you keep going on. And that's the thing about your relationship as well, that through it all, their mood swings, your mood swings, whatever it is that you're facing at work or they're facing at work, when you come back to each other, you will help the other person get out of it. You will have this firm belief that together you both can handle just about anything. And that is wonderful. All right, now let's see what more can we get to know about your next person from the oracle cards. So the first card that we have is Dilettante. Then we have Cow, Love and Peace, and Show the World the Real You. So they might be an Aquarius. There's someone who will be very creative. They love to They have a flair for gardening, for writing, for sketching, for cooking. This might not be something that they do professionally, although, but they just like it, and they might have a little studio for themselves when you guys live together, and this is where they'll be doing all of these things, experimenting and whatnot. The cow and love and peace both over here reiterate the same message, basically, that first of all, they will love you a lot, unconditionally, without any ifs and buts, and they will remain very faithful and very loyal to you. By nature, also, they're someone who's very generous, very giving, always ready to help others. They'll be sharing a very good bond with their mother, and they'll get along very well with your mother as well. So basically, you can take him home to your mom. She will approve of him or her. That's not something you need to worry about. And show the world the real you over here tells me that this person will be unapologetically themselves. They will not try to pretend to be somebody whom they are not, just so that they can fit in. This is someone whom, with the Chariot card over there, and then again with the Aquarius, and Aquarius people, they're unusual. So yeah, there is no way in hell that they will be blending in with anybody anytime soon, and that's because they're extraordinary. Alright, now let's take a look at what their possible initials might be. So we have A, O, W, H, another O, E, R, I, D, E, I will not put it that way, X, and K. Fine. For some of you, this might be an ex that's coming back into your life, and you both might get into a relationship. Now that's that out of the way. I see the word right, I see the word who. Anyway, so these might be their possible initials. Their first name or last name might begin with any of these letters. These are all the messages that I have for you today, group number 1. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and let me know down in the comment section below. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Let's find out whom are you going to date next. What will they be like? What will your relationship be like? So, first we will see where, when, and how might you meet them. So, for that we have the 10 of Swords. Alright, you might meet this person during winters, whenever that is for you, depending upon wherever it is that you live in the world. This person will come into your life at a time when you are unfortunately hurting a lot because of a previous relationship or some personal issue that's going on, whether it's got something to do with your family or something that's got to do with your work. But it basically, the arrival of this person basically will be like the sun has come out again for you. You'll feel as if there was a lot of darkness in your life and it seemed endless, the pain seemed endless, and just then you will meet this person. And the fact that this guy over here, his eyes are closed, it tells me that you basically won't even get to know, and that's how quickly it'll happen, the arrival of this person. Swords in any case are a very fast moving energy. Alright, for some of you it might be 10 weeks, for others of you it might be 10 months. The month of October can also be very significant. Okay, now let's see what will be their first impression of you. So for that we have the 8 of Cups. This is interesting. 10 of Swords to the 8 of Cups. So they enter your life when you are hurting, and after meeting them, or once you both have started talking, you will begin to move on from whatever this was that happened in the past that was causing you so much trauma and hurt. and they will take notice of it. So their first impression of you will be that you're a no-nonsense person. You're somebody who puts in effort, but they also value their self-respect a lot. And they will recognize this. They will know this about you. Maybe they're somebody who will be aware of what it is that you went through, and now they will see you standing up for yourself, and they will really be drawn to that fact that you don't unnecessarily invest in situations which don't have anything in them for you. You prefer to walk away. This will also tell them in general about you that you, like I mentioned, you're a no-nonsense person. So if they want to date you, well, they better keep this piece of information about you in their mind. Now let's see what will be your first impression of this person. And for that we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. This was so fantastic when it flew out. Alright, so the Eight of Cups is also about walking away from something, and the Eight of Swords in reverse also talks about the same thing. Upright, it indicates somebody who is stuck in something, in a situation. But reverse, it means that they are also walking away. So you both might have been through some bad relationships in the past, and that is when you meet each other. So they enter your life when you are coming out of a bad relationship, and likewise, you also meet them when they are walking out of a bad relationship. Your first impression of theirs will also be very similar to their first impression of you. You will also notice this about them, that they are also a no-nonsense individual who doesn't like to stay in situations which don't serve them for any longer than necessary. You know, they prefer to walk away. So this might in the very first place be something that attracts you both towards each other. The fact that you are good individuals whom unfortunately people in the past couldn't appreciate, couldn't recognize, but thankfully you both will find your way to each other. Okay, they might be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So let's see what will it be about you that they would grow to love the most. And for that, we have the Three of Pentacles. So what they will love the most about you, group number 2, is the fact that you're a team player. You're somebody who always likes to take everyone together with them. You don't abandon anyone. You don't behave rudely with anyone. You're never mean to anyone. You have a lot of love in your heart to give others, a lot of kindness to nourish others with. And they will see how you are always ready to help others, even if it means that you have to sometimes go out of your way to do that. You love to build other people, give them pep talks and whatnot. You might be your friend's go-to person anytime anybody is in any sort of trouble. And when they get to know about that, they will grow to love this about you the most. That just the fact that you're always there for anybody who is in any sort of trouble or any sort of problem, you're the person who can light up their lives again, and they will love this about you. Beautiful. Now let's see what is it about them that you will love the most. And for that we have the King of Swords over here. So you will love how this person doesn't hide things from you. Never. This person will never hide things from you. Also, this person does not really sugarcoat things while talking. And you might be one of the people who appreciates this quality about them, that they don't sugarcoat. They call a spade a spade. They're somebody who's very courageous. They might have a dog as well that you will love a lot, or you both might adopt a pet together. But just the fact that because of their nature, there is so much open communication in your relationship. You guys can have heart-to-heart conversations without the fear of being judged and how they call you out on their bullshit at times. You will appreciate all this about them. Now let's see how will your overall relationship be like. And for that we have the Ace of Pentacles. So beautiful. When I look at this, I think of stars. So there will be a lot of renewed hope in your life when this person enters. With them, they will also be bringing a lot of abundance, a lot of luck, a lot of freshness into your life. Ace is all about new beginnings. So basically, along with this person, you will begin a new chapter in your life. And the same goes for them, because we saw that they were also coming out of something. So together, you both will create a new life for yourselves, which will be very rich, very abundant, full of joy and happiness and every good thing that you can possibly think of. Also, this will be a very grounded relationship. There will be no room for anybody's ego. All right, now let's get some additional information on your next partner. So the first card that we have is Fool. Then we have Camel. Then we have Hope, Love and Acceptance, and Balance, Spirituality, and Practicality. All right, they'll be very good to look at, is what I'm getting. Whether they're a guy or a girl, they'll be very, very good to look at. The Fool over here tells us that this person will be the clown of their group, somebody who always pranks other people, loves to fool around, loves to crack jokes. Basically, they have a very high vibe energy to them. They might also be the kind of individual who laughs at their own jokes, something like that. The one thing that I see about them is that they're such good people. Please excuse the horrid squeaking of my chair. Anyway, even when they're hurting, they put on a false face to make other people happy. So you might have to probe them a little bit if they're hurting, because they might not reveal it all that easily. So it might take you some probing to actually figure out how they're feeling. Even when they're upset, they might pretend to be happy just so that everybody around them can be happy. By nature, they'll be somebody who has a lot of patience and a lot of warmth and care to give other people. They will be loving you a lot. They will be very loyal towards you. And like I said, with their arrival, there will be a renewed sense of hope in your life. They will have a spiritual bend to them, but they won't be somebody who solely relies on their luck and fortune and destiny for everything. This will also be somebody who believes in actually taking action if they want to make their dreams a reality. So this is basically somebody who's not only a dreamer, but an achiever as well. Now let's see what might be their possible initials. Group number 2. So we have A, M, another A, an S, another M, T, E, a P and another P, another A, a U, and Y. So there might be someone with lots of A's or P's in their name. They might also be somebody whose first name and last name begin with the same letter. All right, group number 2. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you liked this reading, do give it a thumbs up and let me know down in the comment section below. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Let's find out whom will you date next? What will the person be like? What will your relationship be like? So first, let's find out when, where, and how might you meet this individual. So for that, we have the Queen of Wands. All right. This is funny because you will be meeting this person at such a point in your life where you will seriously have 0 F's to give about love and relationships. You might be someone who's literally just watching this reading for fun, and you actually don't have any plans to date anybody anytime soon. You might be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or these signs might be present very heavily in your chart. This is somebody who might enter your life during springtime, whenever that is for you, depending upon where you are in the world. But their entry will definitely coincide with a time where you are not even looking for relationships. You will be single and happy about it. you will not be looking for love. And funny how that is precisely when Spirit decides to send love into your life. All right. Now let's see what will be this person's first impression of you. And for that we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is again very interesting because here's the thing. The fact that you show up as the Queen of Wands when in fact this person sees you as the Queen of Pentacles tells me that they will see right through your facade. You have a very tough exterior, but actually you're a softie, and that is what they will notice about you. And maybe not a lot of people are able to crack your code, and you will really appreciate this about them. In fact, considering that you weren't even looking for a relationship, but then of course you will get into one, maybe what draws you a lot towards this person is how easy it was for them to actually see you for who you really are. And who you really are is, like I mentioned, you're a softie, you're a giver. You're somebody who loves to take care of other people, is actually very nice, very pleasant to talk to, but people actually don't talk to you a lot. Maybe you're somebody who suffers from resting bitch face syndrome, so people avoid talking to you because they assume that you might not be very open to socializing or just talking to them. But this person will see right through that build up. They will see you for who you truly, truly are. Now let's see what will be your first impression of this person. And for that we have the Seven of Pentacles. For some of you, excuse me, for some of you this might be somebody whom you work with. It can be the same office or it can be the same building, but with all these Pentacles energies, it can be somebody whom you meet during your work or because of your work. Regardless, you will notice how mature and how quiet and how patient they are. They might be somebody who's very soft-spoken, somebody who's an introvert, somebody who speaks only when spoken to. Those are the kind of energies. And meanwhile, you're out here all fiery. So you both are actually polar opposites to each other in your first impressions, of course, because in reality, you're not quite far off from how they are as a person. But in front of people, in front of other people, you're an extrovert and they will be an introvert. They might be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. All right, now let's see what is it about you that this person will like the most. And for that, we have the Chariot. So a lot of you might be Cancer, so Cancer might be present very prominently in your chart. Again, look at this. We have the duality over here of black and white. And like I had already mentioned, you're an extrovert and they will be an introvert. So what they love the most about you is the fact that you are so fiery, so independent, you're a go-getter, you know what you want, basically. And this is what they will love about you, that you have a very clear idea about what it is that you like, what it is that you don't like, how do you go about achieving the things that you like, how nothing can dampen your spirits, and so on and so forth. Now let's see what is it about them that you will like the most. And for that we have the Knight of Swords. This again is interesting. You both are actually the kind of people who have dual personalities. And I mean this in a very good way, trust me. So here's the thing. Although this person is very quiet and very patient, but just like you, they can embody speed with the Knight of Swords when need be. So once they know what they want, even they go after it in full throttle, basically. The Knight of Swords is a very, very fast-moving energy. So over here, you guys are a match with regards to your aims. So you both have a lot of ambitions in life. You both are achievers. It's just that they're quiet and you usually are not. So you both will appreciate and love this fact about each other. How well you both complement each other, basically. Now let's see how will your relationship be overall. And for that we have the Six of Swords. Amazing. So what the Six of Swords tells me is that whatever sadness you have suffered in the past because of other people, and they have suffered in the past because of other people, together you both will come out of all those things. Together you both will heal all of those things. If there are any toxic traits in you, if there are any toxic traits in them, together you both will discuss them, help each other to recover from them and things like that. Even if there are any low phases in your relationship, you guys will always make it out of the troubled waters. Always. You both might even start a family together and move away from wherever it is that you're living at the moment, or wherever it is that you meet this person. So basically, what the Six of Swords represent is that no matter what curveball life throws at you, at your relationship, you both will always make it out of it in the end and be with each other while doing that. Neither will they leave you, nor will you leave them. So that's fantastic. All right, now let's see what else does Spirit have to tell us about your next partner. So the first card that we have is Alchemist. Then we have Dove, Supreme Protection, and it's time to release negativity. Look at this. It fits so well with the Six of Swords over here. Whatever toxicity, negativity is there in your life at the moment, with the arrival of this person, and once you both start being together, you both will work through it. That's for sure. They might also be a Scorpio. The Alchemist over here tells me that this is basically somebody who embodies the magician's energy. They know what they want, they go for it. They are very powerful manifestors also, if that is the word. They're very good at manifesting whatever it is that they want for themselves. It might also be possible that at the moment they are manifesting a lover for themselves, and lo and behold, that is when you will enter their life. And maybe this is why this will feel so sudden for you, because maybe at the moment you are not manifesting anything such as that, but they are, which is why you are being picked up and placed in their life by Spirit. They might be a man of science, they might be a researcher, an engineer, somebody who works with chemicals and things like that. The Dove card over here tells me that by nature, as we had seen already with the Seven of Pentacles, this is someone who loves peace and harmony and very quiet, does not speak unless spoken to and things like that. They're somebody who does not pick fights, do not even believe in things like that. They're a very, very nice person basically. Supreme Protection over here tells me that this will be somebody who has a lot of trust in you. You can have a lot of trust in them. You don't have to have any doubts about them being loyal or being faithful and things like that. This connection will be divinely protected. It is even right now, which is why you're both being brought together in the first place. You both will help each other. This person more so will help you to overcome whatever limitations you have placed on yourself, whatever the context or capacity of those limitations might be. And again, with the It's Time to Release Negativity card over here, this is somebody who will help you out of whatever negative or toxic situations you might be facing in your life right now, or even in the future. All right, group number 3. Now let's take a look at their possible initials. So we have U, N, E, O, J, L, G, E, C, W, but you can take it as an M also if you want, because they are mirroring letters X and an I. So they might have more than one E in their name. Regardless, these are the letters with which their first name or last name might begin. All right, group number 3, these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. This makes Joe and Glenn. All right, you can come up with more words of your own. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.